And I've been trying to be friends with Bobby Lee for a very long time. We've just never connected in that way.
Your car's connected.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. Yeah. Okay. Bobby Lee, Ari Shaffir, good friends. Even though he's beat the crap out of Bobby, good friends. Yeah. Bobby and I just never, I don't know why. I think I have weird energy. Apparently it's me.
What? Now, you have, I mean, he also has weird energy.
He has weird energy, right? Yeah. But I've never been able to connect with him on a way that he's connect. We went to a Korean festival one time. I've told that story, right? Where we went to a Korean festival. Bobby taught me to, and it's a joke on my last special, where Bobby Lee took me to a Korean festival, and I lost him at the Korean festival.
I mean, I get why that's funny, but
right? Well, losing a Korean at a Korean festival is super fucking funny. Okay, which leads us into what I'm about to talk about. Yeah. So I love Bobby Lee. I really do love Bobby Lee, and I don't know if Bobby Lee has the same feelings for me, and I'll tell you why. Because this is now the second time Bobby's. Even though he didn't have anything to do with this, and I'm going to get into that, as much as the first time when he said that he hit my car because he thought I caused him the relapse. And I've already talked about this on the show. He's crying because his dad had just passed. And then he goes on the show with Steve-O and says, I'm the reason he relapsed. And I texted with him, and I go, dude, that's not very nice, dude. He's apologized. But he never went on the podcast to apologize. Ever.
Yeah, it's like those retractions in the newspaper that are buried on the last page.
Right? So now he goes on H3, whatever that is, and him and Khalyla are on there.
Yeah.
And Ethan Klein brings it up really quick.
But by the way, Ethan Klein was deft in the way he brought this up and kind of drew it out of them. He knew what he was doing, dude. He tried to make it like, you guys don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
But this is my issue right now. And by the way, in this part about podcast war, I will come off as a hypocrite, and I'm going to apologize for that. But so he brings it up there, and Bobby Lee says this. He goes, "I'm not going to say the people's names, but I got bullied by somebody in their in Schaub's posse, right?" He says people, which infers two people.
Yeah, or it suggests that he doesn't want to reveal the gender of the person.
Maybe that too, as well. So the subreddits go nuts, and they're all like, "It's gotta be Sam Tripoli because of me showing up on Fuckface's doorstop, right?" In
Redbar.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I show up, and then people think that's who I am, which I like that because that is who I am. Okay, but. In this case, it's not, I didn't do anything. And when Bobby says that, all of a sudden, the next day after that podcast release, my Instagram DMs are flooded with Bobby Lee fans calling me faggot, okay? Over and over and over again. You fucking faggot. And what is weird is that all of Bobby Lee's fans look like Bobby Lee. So it's like this multiverse of Bobby Lee is fucking calling me faggot.
Yeah.
And which is hilarious because it's like you're fighting hate with hate, right? Like they don't understand that. Yeah. Which is so fun. And
it's hypocrisy. Yeah.
I don't care if you call me those words. It's not a word that affects me. But it's so funny because they're trying to be tough guys, right?
You might even like it if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the N word. Like, please load my inbox with hard NRs, okay, all day. I'm not afraid of that. But and they're calling me all this stuff, and they're like, oh, you're doing this. So the first show that I'm on back at the Comedy Store, Bobby Lee's early, and I had been doing this joke about the situation. Everywhere else crushed, and I'm gonna tell you the joke. And then the next day, and I know the motherfucker who did. I looked right I pointed right at him. I go, "You're a Bobby Lee fan, aren't you?" How do I know? Because you look exactly like Bobby Lee. And he just smiled at me. And it's like, Dude, they all look like beanbags. That's who they are. They all look like Asian beanbags, okay? And that's Bobby Lee's fans. And it's fine. So the joke is this, right? I go into about how this cop misgenders me, right?
He's a good role model, Bobby Lee. I mean, look what he's done with himself. Beautiful girlfriend, Empire, podcast.
Well,
Empire.
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into my problems with what Bobby Lee said.
Yeah,
and by the way, number 2 on the least to do with any of it is Bobby Lee. It's me and Bobby Lee had the least to do with anything.
That's great. Okay.
And we're getting shit for something we didn't do. Okay? So I do a joke about how like the Rodney King riots ended because Koreans got on the top of their liquor stores and started shooting everybody, which is factually true. There's actually movies on it. And I go, people don't realize this about Asians, is that they can't drive, but they're great at shooting guns because their eyes are perfect for the scope, right? It's just perfect for the fucking scope, right? And every time I've done that joke, it crushes. It crushes. Right? Except for this night. It does not, because I realize there's a lot of Bobby Lee fans in the crowd. Next day I'm Reddit. Sam bombed in the fucking OR. Which is fine. I don't care. I use the OR the way it was meant to do, which is work new material.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And sometimes it blows up in my face. But what I don't understand, like, I didn't do anything. I actually like Bobby Lee. I actually think Bobby Lee is a 5-tool player in comedy. Okay.
He's hilarious. Yeah, he's great.
He's fucking hilarious. He's a great comedic actor. He's
such a good comedic actor.
He's got two of the biggest comedy podcasts, let's face it, in the world.
For a reason, too. He's very entertaining. Like, I mean, he's great at expressing himself. He's got this very unique style about himself, you know, the way he carries himself in a podcast, which is not easy to talk for hours like that. It's really a challenge.
Bobby Lee's only weakness is new jokes. He never does new jokes. But you hear all these stories he tells, he could do hours of new material. But I have a real problem with the words, I'm getting bullied and traumatizing. And I understand he had a crazy
childhood. That's what he said on H3, right?
Yes. You're 50, dude. Okay, you're 50 years old. You're a multimillionaire. You have successful movies, successful television shows, and you have a smoke show girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever it is at this time. Okay? That's not bullying. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not bullying. And listen, you can easily say what's happening to me in my Instagrams and my DMs is bullying. And I won't call it that. It's just shit talking. People are shit talking me, and that's fine. They're coming at it's fine. I have an army of Care Bears coming at me.
What would you call what Bobby got, though? What would you call that?
Confrontation.
Okay. Well, the reason Schaub is really screwed now is because what has grown around this hatred of him is a community, and that is growing as a social system. You know what I mean? It's like
100%.
People are interacting with each other, meeting new people, and becoming friends.
It is like
it's all about creating this content.
It's almost like its own dating website for people who don't like Schaub, right? Like you can meet other people that don't like Schaub.
So even if he became, like the most popular, successful comedian out there right now, he would still be getting shit because of
Johnny, do you want to live in the world where Brendan Schaub is Brendan Schaub, okay, there you guys go. Brendan Schaub is fucking Doug Stanhope funny. Do you want to live in that world? Do you want to live in the world
where a guy who looks that good, you mean?
Genetic super freak, super athletic, gorilla is also lethal funny?
Well,
do you want that world?
It already bums me out that he's as funny as he is. I mean,
right? Yeah. Do you want to live in that world?
Yeah, it's a drag.
Right? Say goodbye to all the pussy because they're all going to be lining up to ride the fucking magical coaster.
Well, no, they're not because he's got a partner, so he's got a wife.
Well, and that's none of my business. I said that last time. I'll say it again. I'm not getting into relationship stuff.